Okay, good morning everyone and welcome to IPO Market Watch. My name is Mike, and if you are interested in initial public offerings or any stock trading on the market, as I cover many stocks that are trading on the market, then subscribe to this channel, guys. And if you're going to subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell, because if you don't hit that notification bell, YouTube may, even though you're subscribed, right, it may not notify you either through a push message on your phone or either on the homepage of your YouTube page. It may not show you my new videos, which is something I actually asked YouTube, and they did confirm with me that people do need to hit that notification bell. So with that being said, we're going to look at Meta, and Meta earnings are coming up. What's going to happen with Meta earnings? Are they going to be good? Well, I am very bearish on the earnings, and I believe that they will not be good. I believe that I'm not saying they're going to be bad, but they won't be tragic or anything like that. But I think that the stock will move downwards. I believe that the stock will move downwards when the earnings comes out. I think the earnings will not meet the analyst expectations. And I'm going to show you in this video the reason why I believe that, with already proven method that so far has not led me down. That proven method, guys, is the dark pool. Now, you're going to ask, maybe, what in the world is the dark pool? Well, the dark pool is actually a private exchange in which where Darth Vader is able to buy and sell stocks. Bad joke, maybe not. If you're a Star Wars fan, you won't find that as a bad joke. I love Star Wars, by the way. Not the new Star Wars movies they came out with, they're trash. The old ones are better. That's just my opinion. All right, what is dark pool, guys? Well, dark pool is a financial exchange or hub that is privately organized, right? Now watch this, privately organized, where trading of financial securities is held. Dark pools are in stark contrast to public financial exchange markets, where there is high degree of regulation and media attention. In the dark pool, it's a private, secretive place, let's say, and most people have no clue what in the world is going on there. But that's where the big, ultimate, biggest fish, something like that, are the ones who trade stocks. Let me take off my glasses because I don't know why they are annoying. I need to get new ones, I think. My daughter, she's 3 years old, and every day she manages to get her hands on the glasses, bends them, stretches them, has destroyed them. I need to get new ones. And these weren't cheap glasses either. They were Giorgio Armani glasses. Not that I really care about Giorgio Armani brand, but they were, I thought it was going to be a good one, and yeah. So my daughter took care of that. Guys, if you are in my Discord, you do have access to dark pool. Dark pool is expensive to have access to, but if you are in my Discord, you can have it, it's a very cheap price. You can start at $9.90 per month plan. You have access to dark pool, guys. I can't live without dark pool, to be honest. I don't know how I lived without it before. It is very useful, extremely useful. So here are some channels, just some. There's more in my Discord. Okay, right now, let me just show you why I think Meta earnings are not going to be good and why the stock is going to fall. I might be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, right? But that's just my opinion. I mean, when you see this in my dark pool, for example, right? On October 16, guys, October 16, I had gotten, I noticed in the dark pool, and by the way, the dark pool trades are done instantly live. It's not a 13F filing that you can see what the, an institutional investor bought 3 months ago or 4 months ago, which by the time you read, the 13F filing comes out, he could have probably sold it. No, the dark pool is instantly, it comes in instantly when the trade is done, executed. So it's live and it's amazing. So we get live on October, where was it? At 4:02 p.m. Eastern Time, October 16, 2023. We have live a sell for Tesla, $25.5 million worth. Somebody sold $25.5 million worth of Tesla shares. We knew that on October 18 would be the Tesla earnings. So why in the world is somebody selling $25.5 million worth before earnings? I thought, well, whatever. Maybe it's just one trade. Then we get another one. Same time, 4:02 p.m. Eastern, October 16, 2023. Another person sold $29.6 million worth of Tesla. And that's when I realized that Tesla earnings are just not going to be good. People are dumping in massive amounts Tesla before the earnings. Guess what? Tesla came out on October 18 with earnings, and they were bad, right? They missed the GAAP EPS, they missed the revenue, and the Tesla stock went down. So we knew about this, and we knew it was going to happen because we had access to dark pool. Now, the other thing with dark pool that was on October 13, and on October 17, which was days before Procter & Gamble would come out with earnings. We noticed in my Discord, I noticed actually, and I told everybody in my Discord that, guys, there's a lot of buying for Procter & Gamble prior to earnings. So I think the earnings will be good. And there was $49 million buy. There was $22 million buy. There was another $49 million buy, another $35 million. Guess what? The earnings come out on October 18th for Procter & Gamble, and they beat the GAAP EPS, they beat the revenue, and the stock went up. So we knew, again, ahead of time what the earnings would be. So by looking at the dark pool, I was able to tell for Tesla and Procter & Gamble what in the world would happen with earnings. And we could have played it easily with an options play or straight out buy the stock or sell the stock. And we would have made money because we knew what the earnings would be. When it comes to Meta, guys, yesterday I left a message and I said that there are way more bets against Meta in the last few days. And I was talking about the dark pool. And we're looking at the dark pool right now. Here's a screenshot of the dark pool trades that came into the Discord. And that was on October 20th, 2023. If I remember right, Meta earnings, guys, is on the 25th. Correct me if I'm wrong. But so it's coming up. So Meta, on October 20th, 2023, at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, somebody sold 110,673 shares of Meta worth $34.1 million. So why would you do that before earnings? $34.1 million, that's a lot of money. Don't you want that $34.1 million to become more? You would think they would, but they didn't. So they took. Now, it's just one trade. I get it. But what about this one? Somebody sold on October 20th at 4:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 532,000 shares, over 532,000. They sold $164 million worth, guys. So we had a $34 million worth of shares sold from Meta. And then we had a $164 million worth of shares sold of Meta. So somebody, and here's another one, $38 million right here. $38 million, guys, October 20th. So 34 million, 164 million, $38 million worth. That's a lot of millions, right? And we also have the unusual options, which was a put contract type. Bearish on Meta. By looking at all that, Meta's going to go down. Meta's going to go down after earnings. I think the earnings are going to be bad. I think their stock is going to go down. The past 5 days, it's already been going down. If we look at the analyst, one analyst says, forget it. It's going to go up. So you have an analyst that says, well, they have new offerings such as Checkmark, Threads Up, VR products that will increase user engagement, thus adding more value to advertisers. Maybe, well, actually that's true, but maybe that will be seen and become visible in not this earnings coming up, but maybe the next earnings, right? So the earnings that are coming up, I don't see, in my opinion, that they're going to be good. Although the previous earnings for Meta were actually good. They were good. If we go to the PE ratio of Meta, it's at 35.8, 35.9. So what does that tell me? Is it overvalued? Is it fairly valued? Does it have a cheap valuation? Just at a PE ratio, you cannot tell that. You have to see more. But I remember the words of Warren Buffett. When it comes to tech stocks, Warren Buffett said that if it's trading at a 25 PE ratio or higher and you want to get in it, you're looking for trouble, he said. So if we look at that and think about the words that Warren Buffett said, I would not want to be in Meta prior to earnings. 7 stocks that are holding up the U.S. market. Here is why they may soon fall back to earth. This is an article that you might want to read on MarketWatch, and in that article, they're talking about Meta as a stock that will go down with the earnings coming up. And if we look at the latest SEC filings for Meta on October 17, 2023, we can see that there were a lot of securities sold, not even 1,000. Yeah, well, if you put them total, there is over 1,000, obviously. But these are there were securities sold, not bought. No one acquired securities, all right? They sold securities, and you can see the amount here. But if we go to JP Morgan, an analyst from JP Morgan, who is by the name of Doug Armuth, this guy actually has a 62.4% success rate, positive, and his average return is 34.6% in the ratings and price targets that he gives for stocks. And he gave recently, which was on October 4th, 2023, a buy rating for Meta and gave it a price target of $400 US. So this analyst from JP Morgan, who does have a really good rate, right? He has a really good success rate. He has a really positive average return, doing really well with his forecast is saying that, you know what? No, they're going to do good. So what in the world do you do? Do you play the earnings prior? Do you stay on the sidelines? This is a question for those who have no investment at all in Meta. In my opinion, I think that Meta is a stock that in any way, shape, or form you can't go wrong with. Even if you try to get into Meta before the earnings thinking that it's going to be bullish and it's not, and the stock goes down, it shouldn't be something that would or should, in my opinion, stress anyone out or make them feel like, oh, Meta made a bad decision, because Meta is a really powerful stock. In any, at the end of the day, eventually they will recover. So it's an easy stock to bet on or bet against on. It's a great company. Let me know in the comment section below what you think Meta will be for the earnings. Will the earnings be positive and the stock goes up, or will the earnings be negative and the stock goes down? Don't forget to hit the notification bell, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button. Guys, I wish you all the best and take care.